Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Superstar. What you're seeing in the background, I deleted that original video talking about the PvP in Dark Souls, and well, Dark Souls 2. But I figured that this topic is far more important than just PvP. This has to go with basically any Dark Souls game at this point, even something like Demon Souls or Bloodborne. And you know, I think I should tell a small story. When the original Dark Souls was, a year or so old, and then Dark Souls 2 hit the scene, I was actually playing through Dark Souls for the first time. Uh, it was like late 2013 or something. Well, maybe Dark Souls 2 had come out. I don't really remember. And I remember going to this Facebook group or to the Steam forums, because I played it on Steam, and I would ask for help, and I would get it. Like, I wouldn't get that obligatory douchebag who go, "Lol, you fucking suck. You need to get good. You fucking suck. You fucking kill yourself. Uninstall the game." You know, the typical bullshit that you get with the Dark Souls community these days. And, it's just, it's crazy how in the last, what has it been, about 2 years now? How toxic the Dark Souls community has become. And I understand that whenever a game series becomes, bigger and bigger and bigger, you're gonna get the toxic douchebags in there. I mean, look at League of Legends. League of Legends has one of the most toxic communities in any video game ever. But for God's sakes, man, I've thought, okay, I really thought that Dark Souls was that one game franchise that would have the respectable community. You'd go in there, and whenever somebody would summon you, or you summon somebody, you would bow. Something as simple as bowing to each other would still show, at the very least, a smidge of respect for each other, because you respected the game, and you respected those who played with you. And, if somebody invaded you, you would bow to them, and they'd be polite enough to bow to you. Now, if they whooped your ass after that, hey, I mean, they're the better player. As I stated in my previous video, if you were lucky enough to see it within the first 5 minutes it was uploaded, if you got your ass whooped, 9 times out of 10, it would be because the person is more skilled than you, not because they have a really cheap build, which seems to be happening more and more with games like Dark Souls 2 and Scholar of the First Sin. But it's just amazing how toxic this community has become. I mean, you go to any YouTube video these days, even if it was like back when the game's first release, like the first Dark Souls, like one of the first videos of somebody doing Ornstein and Smough. Some people, I remember this one dude, he was doing, I think it was Ornstein and Smough New Game Plus 7 or something like that. He literally had to disable the comments. And he even stated this in the video. People were literally going ape shit at him. They were saying, "Oh, you're too overleveled. Oh, you use this. Oh, you use the summon." I mean, you can't do anything unless you're a damn professional, okay? Or you're like, you've been with Dark Souls since like day one, and you're really respected. I think it's like I forgot the guy's name, something Brown, or he has like an anime photo. You know who I'm talking about. He's the guy who made They're Back, and had the dubstep music in the background. Unless you're that guy, okay, or somebody really big in the Dark Souls community, even if you're doing well, people are still going to find ways to nitpick at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just nitpick anything that you do. "Oh, you're overleveled. That's because you want. Oh, you're using that weapon, huh? You're a fucking noob. Oh, you're using guides, huh? You're a fucking noob." The most toxic of toxic things you could think are just being spewed relentlessly to these people, to the point where they have to disable comments, or half their video is literally addressing these toxic motherfuckers. Speaking of League of Legends, I don't know how the professionals in League of Legends deal with this shit. I can only imagine, as someone who gets hated on YouTube, I can only imagine what that would be like times 5,000 or 5 million, because of how popular a game like League of Legends is. And I can only imagine what it's like to be one of the YouTubers out there who has a decent amount of subscribers and gets, treated like utter dog shit by the community. They literally become, the Dark Souls community has literally gone from a decent and mostly respectable community to something that's as toxic as, well, League of Legends. I mean, seriously, post in the forums, okay? For those of you who use the Steam version, post in any of the Dark Souls forums and ask why certain people use certain things for PvP or ask, hey guys, can I get some help on this boss? Yeah, you might get a few people that'll help you, but there's always going to be a large majority of people who come in there just to fester in there and say, lol, get good, or they give you some stupid troll bullshit thing. Hey man, you should do this. It's, stupid shit, man. It's literally become to the point where it's seeped into the game. When you get invaded, people use the cheapest tactics possible. There's no respect. I guarantee you the people who do legitimate PvP have to deal with some of the biggest assholes in gaming history. You know what I'm saying, man? It literally just makes the games unplayable. I've literally gone back to the first Dark Souls because I know that I won't be invaded that much because the netcode is such shit. Hell, I've tried invading people in Dark Souls, and it's usually you can never find anybody because the netcode is such shit. So that's like a safety net, so that way I don't have to deal with these people. It's literally gotten to that point, and I fear that Dark Souls 3 is going to become the same fucking thing. At least on PC. I can only imagine that Bloodborne's probably doing really well on the PS4, and if it is, good on them. But as somebody who plays on PC, I have a genuine fear that Dark Souls 3 is going to be, it'll probably play better, but I fear that the community is just going to be as toxic as it's ever been, if not even more. Oh my god, man. This is exactly why I left League of Legends. I used to love League of Legends. I thought it was a really good game, but the toxicity for just about every fucking game I'd ever played was always some toxic ass motherfucker in there. I can't play it anymore, and they're doing it to Dark Souls 2, 3, whichever the fuck one's gonna come out now. They've done it with they did it when the first Dark Souls 2 came out, and they're doing it right now with Scholar of the First Sin. So, I don't know. I give up, man. Like I stated in my previous video, I give up on PvP, and I'm damn near ready to give up on Scholar of the First Sin, because the only reason I play it is because that's what everybody else is playing, and I like jolly cooperation. But if I gotta deal with people like this, what's the fucking point? I'm done, dude. So anyways, this is Super Snow. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys later.